So, as you know, the old Singing River Mall property had been, the owners of that property decided, and it was feasible due to the maintenance cost of all that, and recruiting tenants for that location was just hard during those economic times.
Well, we had COVID.
Yeah.
We have Amazon.
Well, yeah.
Internet.
Well, I think I read
right?
something the other day that an inside mall, there's no inside malls.
Well,
anymore.
it's
Everything's
like
like a strip mall.
They're outdated.
Well, it's like a horseshoe smith, right? Like a blacksmith. Like cars came along and it's like, now you better be working on tires.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing. It's a nationwide thing. They're trying to figure out what to do with these big buildings.
Correct.
And it's got to be stuff that's internet proof, like miniature golf and stuff like that. It's hard to pay the taxes, the rent, get tenants, like you said, for a building of that size.
Yeah.
That is correct. So the owner at that time of the Singing River Mall and the developer chose to tear it down because they saw the times changing to an outdoor mall. Unfortunately, we went through economic times where the was down and it stalled some of that. Then they couldn't sort of rebound from it to get a buyer to buy into it. So the property sat there. The city, we've hired people to try to help promote the property, to help them promote their property and that developer. And we just kept having hurdles after hurdles with people trying to purchase the property and try to build their development on the property.
Right.
So the city manager, we all brainstormed, she brainstormed, and, we had to acquire the property. So we worked with our state delegation to acquire that old property. The north property where the amphitheater sits, that property, half was purchased and half was donated to the city. So with the envision that it would be developed into something that would help attract economic development to the old Singing River Mall property that I will now refer to from now on during our talk here as the Town Commons.
Okay.
So it is now called the Town Commons.
So what's the last store over there that's been hanging on for dear life? Is it
Belt?
Belt, yeah.
That was a meme, like find a woman that'll hold on to you like
Belt does a Gautier.
Yeah. Or Gautier does.
Well, we hold on to Belt. Belt holds on to us. It's been a ride, and we've all it's been tough at times, but the local people at Belk are very giving and supportive of our community, and I think we need to remember to support them because they held
on strong.
They held on, and they own their property. So we had to go through some litigation with Belk to reach another development agreement so we had control of the property we own. So we finalized that, and now we've moved forward and going to move forward with that development. But at the meantime, while that was all going on, the amphitheater, our city manager had a vision to think something like that outdoor would draw economic development interest to Gautier.
Absolutely.
That was different from anybody else along the coastline, that we are all competing for economic development. So that was our goal.